Hello, Simon Rainier of Lynx Armazzare, and let's talk daggers. Specifically, rondel daggers, which is what this is simulating. This is the Cold Steel Rondel. Really decent trainer. Really cheap, which I appreciate. Looks pretty, and is the appropriate length. Rondel dagger should go roughly to the point of your elbow, as held in the reverse grip. Speaking of, how do you want to hold this thing? Forward grip or reverse grip? Both are shown in the original manuscripts. Both have their uses. Both have sort of the correct tactical time with which to use them. The forward grip gives you a little bit extra reach compared to the reverse grip, which means you have to keep something of a bend in your elbow to be able to keep that tip on line, whereas forward grip, you can reach out a lot further. So if the other guy has a dagger, you can bet on being in forward grip most of the time, unless I see an opening with which to close, in that case, switching into reverse grip can be really advantageous because it gives you that extra little hook. You can use to hook arms, hook necks, hook legs in a pinch, and is just a lot of fun for doing that. If I am fighting someone and I want to keep them at bay, forward grip's really good. If I want to close, reverse grip. That's the simplest explanation for how to choose what I'm doing with. It's important to keep in mind the idea of Fiore's dagger as it stands is not about a knife duel. It's not about two people meeting in the street, pulling out knives and starting to fight like that. No. The best analogy for a Fiore-style knife encounter is a shanking, a back alley or prison shanking, where you walk up to someone, you grab them, and you stick the knife in as many times as it takes. And with that in mind, things get really close really quickly. So part of it also depends on your preferred draw. I'm just going to kind of tuck this into my pocket right now, because why not? If I suddenly see someone who I think is going to be a threat to me and I need to get my knife quickly, rather than kind of pulling back, it's just a matter of that super quick draw from there into reverse grip. If I am planning to shank someone, don't shank someone. It's rude and also illegal. Depending on sort of how angry I am and how much I want them to just die is going to depend on how much or which grip I'm going to choose. If I want to be sneaky about it, I'm going to be in forward grip and kind of hide it behind my leg as I walk up, reach out, grab, put the knife in right beneath the rib cage. Way to a man's heart is through his stomach. If I'm really angry at them and don't really care about anything going on around me or want to make a larger psychological effect, reverse grip, again, hiding it as you approach, because we don't want the other person to know. If I'm angry enough at someone to knife them, which I would never ever do, but if hypothetically I were, I wouldn't want them to know about it until after they couldn't do anything about it. So again, hiding it under, grabbing, stab, stab, stab. So that's kind of like the context as the aggressor. As the defender, it really depends on how much time I have to see the attack coming. If I don't have a lot of time, I'm just going to whip it out into a reverse grip. If I have more time, I might kind of pull it out and like have it standing by in forward grip. Neither situation is good, though, by the way. Knife fights suck. Coming soon, a video on Simon's rules of knife fighting, I think. That's going to be important. But anyway, reverse grip. Good for hooking, good for really close, nasty stuff. You can get a lot of kinds of like sneaky little shots in places that people aren't necessarily expecting. Good for a quick draw. Forward grip. Good for keeping your opponent at bay. Good for keeping that distance. Good for long range strikes. should I be so inclined to do so. Yeah. More daggers are coming soon. I miss doing dagger stuff. See ya.